Hello and welcome back to the Masters mod. Now it's been 2 episodes since we've been to the Omega Ruins, but the loot that we got from Ixion, Shiva, Ifrit, and Yojimbo, along with the levels for sure, have definitely enabled us to be able to come back and deal with the unfinished business. But we have one final set of random encounters to deal with before we can actually get to him. Even though we have the no encounters equipment, these guys will spawn in on the platforms, so you do just have guaranteed fights even with the no encounters. But it just shows how far we've grown since the last time that we came here. As always, you definitely want to have the 2 first strike people out, but it's more to switch in than anything, because all the girls have a very good magic stat and access to double cast with Copycat, so this guy is no problem whatsoever. Then when it comes down to the single monsters with the big HP pools, really we can use our tried and true slow threaten one last time. It's still very effective. And even though Ornn isn't super slow anymore, Kamari did get that fire strike break damage limit, and he can definitely deal the damage that we need in order to get this done, especially if he's hasted. Then our last encounter for the run are the 2 Iron Giant brothers. Now, we could just put them to sleep with poison like we had before, but I mean, we have the overdrives and we're gonna lose them for the boss fight, so we might as well use them, because it's both quicker and funnier this way. But if your encounters didn't go quite as smoothly as mine, just remember to heal up or ether up, because Omega is next.
This is definitely bad.
Now, just like the scan info says, getting a full break on this guy is top priority. But then really second priority is making sure that you have someone always out on the field that can deal with the Stone Breath. Now I have Riku and Titus with Stone Proof, but even if they're immune to petrification, they will get slowed by that, so I'm going to add the Slow Proof because of the Ixion drop onto Titus's, and Riku already has SOS haste, so that way they can both deal with the slow. You really do want to be topped off on this fight because it can really snowball and get out of hand really quickly. But luckily he doesn't actually counter anything like some of the other fights that we had in the past, so really you just need to wail on the damage and make sure that you can take him down as quick as possible. Well, I say that, but he does counter Demi with Ultima, and Demi is actually the quickest way to cut down his HP. So what I end up doing is I actually have the double Demi ready for only when he has his full overdrive, because that way, well, he'll hit us with the Ultima, but since he's gonna hit the whole party with the Nova after that, that's guaranteed to do 9999 damage to you. So you need to be ready with the auto life or the Aeon anyways. And if the Ultima doesn't kill you because everyone's at full HP, then I mean, you can't really negate the Nova anyways. So it's pretty much just free damage at that point. And of course, never forget the poison because, yeah, that's just free damage and it just makes the fight so much quicker. But again, even with the full break, this guy hits hard. Unless you have some sort of protector shell on you, you're really only going to be able to take 1 hit, if that, so it's definitely recommended for everybody to be at full HP whenever his turn comes up, because basically all of his attacks will have a chance to hit everybody too. Then another thing to note is that he can cast haste on himself, but he's immune to slow. So, I mean, that's kind of a weird thing to work around, but you can either dispel or use purifying salts. Now the issue is you only get like 10 purifying salts in the entire mod or in the entire game, but they actually don't dispel all of the breaks that you have on him. So it's it's much more cost effective to do that, because then you don't have to put a full break on him again. If he wasn't immune to threaten, then you could use that to erase the haste, but not in this case. And then also, he's immune to slow, so you can't just counter slow his haste. I guess the last thing to say is that if your party members have any debuff breaks on them, because, you know, then they definitely won't survive the second attack. But it's only the Master Spark or the Core Energy that do that. I don't remember which one, but yeah, that's really the only one that you have to worry about when it comes down to, oh, okay, now I can't survive another attack even if I am at full HP. The one thing that is kind of a caveat though is when people are downed. In this fight it's actually more efficient just to heal up whoever's up, rather than doing a normal Phoenix down, which will only bring them to half HP and then they'll just get smacked down right after that. So I guess that's just one way to keep the items to last a little bit longer, or keep you in the fight without having to burn extra turns. But after that, it's really just being very liberal with the auto lives and the potions, making sure that either Riku or Titus is on the front line at basically all times, and then yeah, taking the damage when you can. Now remember, I have Kamari with a damage limit. He's very fast and he hits hard. And then Lulu has double cast, and yeah, she's also very good and pretty decently fast now too. My Lulu is set down Riku's path, so she's very fast and she has quick pockets. So that plus her pretty decent MP pool and half MP cost, she can get the quick pockets off pretty well. Then again, she doesn't have to burn too many ethers because she has Osmos too. But when we look at the rewards for beating Omega, they're actually pretty interesting. You get a full blank weapon for, in this case, Lulu, which, okay, yeah, we can see what we can do with that. And then 15 Dark Matters. So it turns out that that customizes into a single use of ribbon. So that could definitely come in useful. But the really valuable treasure is when you actually remember to go back and get that chest that was behind him. Now that's 2 Warp Spears. Now of course, the Warp Spears in themselves are super valuable for Sphere Grid progress, but you can also customize them into 1 MP cost. So that's a very, very important choice. In terms of level ups, there's nothing really to talk about other than, yeah, Walk is still at his dead end, but the extra stats are still definitely useful. Then of course, definitely go back to Besaid and restock on any spheres that you need to level up. And then I will also be showing my inventory since, yeah, I used a lot of the bigger items, so you can kind of see where I'm at now. Well, with Omega out of the way, now we only have 1 episode left until the final boss of the Seraph, or Pennance. So, please tune into that episode, and hopefully to the finale soon after. Now, again, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and if you liked the video, I like your face. Bye-bye.
Find your peace on the far plane. Leave Spira to the living.